Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Here on this channel we talk mostly about United States coins, but with this video we are going to do a full length foreign coin video. So I know a lot of you are going to be excited about this. If you're not into foreign coins, then check out some of the other videos that I've got, because this one's going to focus entirely on foreign coins. Now you can see the lighting is a little bit dark for these ones right here. Once I start flipping them over and focusing on just one coin at a time, the lighting will improve. So stick around till we get to that point. But let's do a reveal of what we're looking at as far as coins. You might have guessed it, we're looking at some coins from France, but we've got a 20 franc coin dated 1953, a 10 franc coin dated 1951. What else have we got here? 20 centimes coin 1963, 10 centimes coin 1963. We've got this big old 10 franc coin up here, a nice bimetallic coin, and this one right here is a 1 franc coin dated 1938. So let's start on this side right here. And the main point of this video is just to kind of share the obverse and the reverse designs with you. If you're into these coins right here, they're not worth too much money. They have been demonetized. These ones right here were actually demonetized way back in 1970. Some more recently have been demonetized in 2002 to make way for the euro coins. So hopefully you enjoy these videos and find them kind of fun and informative. You can pick these up at your local coin shop for just a few cents. They're not going to cost you a lot of money. Unfortunately, you won't be able to sell them for a lot of money either. So let's start with the big coin right here on the left. That is a 20 francs coin. So this coin is made out of aluminum and bronze, like most of the coins that we're going to look at today. The weight of this coin right here on the left is 4 grams, and it was demonetized June 30th, 1970. And what you're looking at on the reverse side of the coin right here, the most noticeable feature is the rooster, which is facing the right. We also have got a laurel branch right there. We see the year right here. And take a note, if yours has a mint mark or not, it will either have that B mint mark like you see on mine, or it won't have a mint mark like you see over here. That will come into play once we start talking about the mintages of the coin. We also see, of course, the face value, the year of production, and that liberty, equality, fraternity saying going around the outside of the coin. Now, as far as the mintages, I told you you need to remember that mint mark right there. So this coin was made in 1953. In 1953, there were 60 million that were made without a mint mark and 42 million that were made with a mint mark. So a total of 102 million of these coins were made in 1953, which is a lot higher than I initially thought there would be. So now let's transition over into this coin right here, and then we'll flip it over and take a look at the obverse side of both coins. So this one looks a lot like the other one that we're looking at previously. The main difference is that this one has a weight of 3 grams versus the 4-gram coin that we're looking at earlier. Just because it's a smaller denomination, it's also a smaller face value. This coin was made in 1951. 1951, any guesses on if it was higher or lower than the 20 francs coin that we're looking at before? So in 1951, actually much higher. There are 153 million that were made just at the no mint mark coin. With the one with the mint mark, there are 106 million. So quite a lot of these, over 250 million of them were produced in the year 1951. So they're really cranking through these coins. It's weird to see that they demonetized them in 1970, so they didn't even really have much of a long run to them. As you can see, these ones right here are in great shape. The aluminum bronze coins seem to hold up pretty well as far as wear and tear goes over time. Flip it over. So we see the same image right here, just a smaller version on the right compared to the one on the left. Just a classic female head facing the left. We see the designer's name on the coin located right there. There's the designer's name and some words going around the outside, which say Republic of France. So nothing too exciting there. Let's switch over to the Centimes coins. So these ones right here, we have a 10 centimes. So think of that as kind of similar to the cents and what we were looking at earlier. The francs was kind of equivalent to the dollar. So we've got a 20 centimes coin dated 1963, and we've got a 10 centimes coin dated 1963 as well. So a pair of 1963 coins. The one on the right and the one on the left kind of have the same size and weight as the previous two that we were looking at before. so we can actually put them right on top of each other. But then the one on the left is going to weigh 4 grams. The one on the right, that's going to weigh 3 grams. Now let's get right into the mintages. Actually, let's pause. These two were demonetized February 17th, 2002. So they had a longer run than the 20 and 10 franc coins that we're looking at earlier. These made it all the way up until 2002. Now, to the mintages of this coin, how many of them were made? In 1963, there were 190 million that were made of the 20 centimes coin. In 1963, there are 217 million that were made of the 10 centimes coin. So very high production amount for these coins as well. Now what you're looking at for the reverse, we see the face value. It's surrounded with a wheat ear, a olive branch. So we've got a wheat ear right here, a olive branch right here, and then the French motto that we saw earlier, liberty, equality, fraternity. And now, flip it over. So same classic female head facing the left. We've got the designer's name right here, Republic of France, Republic of France. We're switching it up a little with this one right here. We're actually going back in time, all the way back till 1938. This one right here is part of that 4 gram size coin, and this one was made in the year 1938. As far as 1938, pretty low production. There were 66 million that were made just at one mint. Now, the value of this, the reverse on this coin features the value encompassed on either side by cornucopia, a horn of plenty. So we've got the horn right here, and then we've got plenty of stuff coming out of it. When we flip it over, we actually see a different obverse than what we were looking at initially with the previous 4 coins. So the obverse features a Marianne's head facing the left, wearing the figrum cap, decorated with a composite wreath made up of olive tree leaves, oak, and wheat. Unfortunately, mine's pretty well worn out, but we can't see that too well. But you can see that there is this person is wearing a wreath decorated with a few different things, a few different substances on that wreath. We also see the engraver's name right there. Now to the final coin in the series, the big one, the 10 franc coin, dated 1991. This is the shiniest by far because it's a bimetallic coin. It's made out of it has a nickel center to it and a aluminum bronze ring going around the outside. This one right here was made in 1991, and then shortly after, in 2005, it was officially demonetized. Now, there were some production amounts from 1988 all the way up until 2001. However, there were only a few years of production that had the real high amounts. Those high amounts were 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, and 2000. Now, the one that I've got right here, dated 1991, there are 249,987,011 of these that were produced. So just shy of 250 million of them that were produced. Now the reverse is pretty simple. We see the face value crossed out with wide stripes. So we've got the wide stripes going across, then that same French motto that we've seen many times going around the outer ring of the coin. Then on the obverse right here, we see a representation of a statue which is known as the Spirit of Freedom. It's a sculpture located at the top of the July column in Paris. It's flanked with the letters R and F for the initials for the French Republic. So we see the RF pretty easily right there. Now let's quickly recap the different coins that we looked at today. So we have this 10 franc coin dated 1991. The oldest one that we looked at was this 1 franc coin dated 1938. We also saw 2 centimes coins. This one right here, dated 1963, the 10 centimes coin. Then we had a 20 centimes coin as well. And then we started it all off with these ones right here, the 10 franc from 1951 and the 20 franc from 1953 with that B mint mark to it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Best of luck coin collecting out there, and have a great day. Enjoy.